Gooning didn't always mean what it does today. And by the end of this video, you may never be able to goon the same. It all started with the English word gooning, which back in the olden days just meant a simpleton. Arguably, then the most important development of all of humanity happened in the 1930s.
Alice, the goon.
She became such of an icon that she strangled the word goon into a new meaning. A big, intimidating thug. The guy a mob boss sends when someone hasn't paid their protection fee. That's a baby goon? Damn! Oh baby, look at the follicles on that forearm. I don't think she needs any spinach. This is a woman, by the way. Fast forward, now it's the 1940s. World War II has been chugging along. The word goon has started to pick up traction. The British and US prisoners of war started to refer to their guards as the goons. And then we'll jump up to the 1950s. A BBC radio comedy show was created under the name The Goon Show. Fast forward to the 60s and 70s, and the thug hired enforcer term just stuck around. And then around the 70s and 80s, the enforcer role in hockey widely became known as a goon. A hockey enforcer is a specialized player, often a fourth line forward. Yeah, I know what a fourth line forward is. And boost team morale through physical intimidation and fighting. No offense, but this gotta be the most... I'm gonna leave it there, bro. I'm not trying to insult marginalized people.
Hockey players in fourth line defensive positions.
But before we cover the atrocities of the 2000s, let's go over the most famous goons in history. Now, we've already showed you Alice the Goon.
It's actually a go next angle.
The movie, The Goonies. Now, the kids in this movie call themselves the Goonies. They're a bunch of outcasts and child Thanos. Baby Thanos! Even Mac Miller references the Goon in his 2010 song, The Spins. The kids they call the Goonies. The Goon. A whole ass comic book was made about a mob enforcer type anti-hero. He just got a wrench, bro.
That's a 99 right there. That's goon number 1.
Ooh. Issue 1, bro.
Yo, look at that Windows XP ass skull in the back.
That's the Pakistani flicker goon, bro. Dude, all of these are like gooning faces. Like, look at this one in the top right, bro. He got the hollowed out goon. The goon in want for of...
The in for goon want of whiskey and blood. There we go.
I think a live action movie with Ryan Gosling as the goon. One can dream.
Have you seen fat Ryan Gosling lately?
Yes, I've been seeing him. He would be the perfect goon, bro. And then this movie about gooning was a box office flop, but I'll give it an honorable mention. Goon, last of the enforcers. The Goon is back.
Totally thought you were talking.
The last fourth line defense hockey player, defender goon?
Yes, David Attenborough was doing a documentary on him because he was going to
He just
die.
turned 100 years old. Shout out, dude.
Canadian.
What's his name? Gyat?
Gyat? Oh, Glat. Dude, it's one letter away from Gyat. Goon, last of the enforcers.
It's Gyat with the 69.
Gyat 69. And then throughout the time, all of the various cartoon and comic henchmen were just keeping the name alive and well. For example, Sleeping Beauty, there were concept arts of the goons, and that's what they referred them to as. In the 1964 movie Goldfinger, there was a man called Oddjob, and he was a mute sent by the main bad guy. That looked way higher.
This is so goofy, dude. What?
Whoa! This looks like a drunk fight, bro.
Bro, it does.
Where'd he get that from? And over 10 years later, in another James Bond movie, they bring back another goon, and his name is Jaws. Oh, he got a grill, bro. That brow. Did he just shoot his teeth?
No way, dude.
Dude, that did not feel nice. Oh my God! Oh my God! Arguably, he's gotta be the most powerful goon of all time. And then we got the Don's personal muscle. Luca, how do you say this?
Luca Brasi.
Luca Brasi, okay. Okay, I haven't seen it. This is a spoiler. Luca! No! Luca! Definitely not the most powerful goon. Big Chris.
This is one of them high power jobs, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's a goon. That's a goon, baby. That's a goon. And then we got Bobby what?
That's a goon right there too.
That's him. And he just shot him blank in the forehead, bro. Oh look, his shirt's off, dude.
Wait, is that his wife? That's the thing, bro. That's the thing with these goons that take care of business. They always got a wife at home that loves them.
Exactly, bro. I love how like goons just put on like 50 pounds. Known as the Albuquerque goon, Mike Ermingtrot.
Walter, put your away, Walter. I'm not having with you right now, Walter.
The Hound from Game of Thrones. I would argue
Ooh, that is a goon.
that's a medieval goon. And even the Deftones made a song called Goon Squad,
Space Jam also had a goon squad.
which honestly showed how disconnected Hollywood was because this was 2021. Bro, the word goon had an entirely different meaning by this time. They were just being lazy, bro.
From the beautiful mind of Dominic James.
Don Cheadle.
Introducing
Don Cheadle?
the Goon Squad!
I did not expect to see Don Cheadle today.
He always shows up when you least expect him. We got the Flame Gooner, we got the Spider Gooner, we got the Water Gooner.
Arachnagooner.
Arachnid Gooner.
I was so close,
Damn,
dude.
I even got that. You're one with the goon. Now we're up to present day. What does gooning mean now? You see, the earliest submissions of the word on Urban Dictionary goes back to 2005, and the origin is widely disputed. Internet historians and random Reddit threads go into deep detail on its origins. This guy argues that it came from 4chan and Reddit, with possible roots to an older forum site called Something Awful. Something Awful was an early 2000s forum, and it had users who called themselves goons, which may have planted the seed. This community was also tied to games like EVE Online's Goon Swarm.
What the is Goon Swarm?
I don't know. I need to look up Goon Swarm now.
I spent 30 days in Goon Swarm? Dude.
Goon Swarm Federation.
Goon Swarm Federation? He spent 30 days as a goon.
How do you think they initiate the new gooners? The new arrivals,
Well,
if you will.
great question.
The recruitment office PDF. Oh my god.
Incredible question. Let's dive deep on how to join. One can only recruit so many gooners from a single internet forum. This is why, from this day forth, recruitment will be fully open to the general public of New Eden. I want to see what the gameplay looks like of being a goon. Oh my god, the UI. Holy sh- The hee-hee definition existed surprisingly early. On 4chan, Gooner emerged as a part of a family of internet archetypes from like boomer to doomer to gloomer to coomer, and then all the way to gooner. Reddit then took the term to the mainstream, where it solidified itself as a down bad meaning. Now we have hit the Gooniverse. There was a subreddit called r/goon, and it was created in May of that year and grew to over 900,000 members. For a subreddit, that's a load of people. Another one was called r/goon caves, and that launched in the same month, where users were posting photos of their dedicated gooning institutions. The moment that broke mainstream attention was a viral 2020 post of someone's emergency gooning kit. So we got the backpack, we got offline backups of Megan Fox.
We got the print work, yeah.
in case his country gets hit by an EMP. And then he had the headphones where he could hear audio in public. And then he got one from his personal collection in the bottom right. We're not showing that one.
Limited edition. Wow.
And then he got 3 separate hard drives with redundancy built in, bro.
RAID 0 on the Western Digitals, bro.
You think he's running Arch Linux on that laptop?
Some kind of Linux distro.
Definitely Linux. So sadly, Goon Caves, after 5 years of existing, it got banned in May 2024 for violating Reddit's policies around non-consensual intimate media, which I'm not surprised. They were not very ethical people over on that subreddit. And then in April 2024, which I think was like the true instance of it becoming real mainstream, where like boomers started getting upset about, oh, I'm so mad I can't say the word goon anymore. It had a whole different meaning. Now, The Guardian, which is a British newspaper that is very respected and has been around since 1821, and they published a piece about Anne Hathaway being a secret Arsenal FC fan. FC as in football club. And they headlined it, Anne Hathaway, secret gooner. Now, if you didn't know, in the UK, they call Arsenal fans gooners.
Mr. Speaker, I am a gooner.
Seemingly an innocent fan nickname if you take in the context of back in the day. But the American internet, with all of its brain rot, they lost their minds. Within hours, the tweet had been shared millions of times. People were absolutely going crazy.
Please don't make me Google gooner on the work laptop.
Welcome to the good life, Anne, the goon life. Potassium will help with the cramping.
That's a seasoned gooner.
That's a season, yeah, dude. Eric Alexander. Maybe the Guardian incident was like the tsunami that hit all the legacy media that eventually got it banned on Reddit. It was at the end of April. So literally within a week, in May, subreddits started getting hit left and right, even mentioning the word goon. It's the Guardian's fault. Who wrote this article? Who did this?
Who made this burger?
Who made this burger, man?
Gooning got so popular that there became an anti-gooning movement. When things become too popular, there's always people that just hate on it for no reason. And there's absolutely no reasons to hate on gooning. None at all. But for real, we will actually get into the repercussions of this as a sport. AI generated images of minions wearing black Never Goon t-shirts started spreading in late 2023. I feel like it went hand in hand with the birth of AI. You know when you have your first memory of whenever you were like a child and it was just like touching grass or like looking at the sun or something. But for AI, it was generating a minion with a Never Goon t-shirt. You're like, Claude, what is your first memory? And it's like, I'm seeing a minion. By 2024, when AI really started chugging, it completely exploded with TikTok edits over millions of views, the whole shebang. Yeah, I say shebang. Haven't the minions like served all of the worst people in human history?
Yeah, except I think one person around the 40s in Germany.
The movie conveniently put them into an ice cave from 1812 to 1968. But being an anti-goon advocate might be their greatest contribution to society. And then we move on to 2025, where it gets very sad. The ghost of the goon. In January 2025, a man named Nautica Malone drove up to a Bikini Beans coffee drive-thru in Arizona in a black Dodge Challenger, wearing absolutely nothing below the waist, allegedly. Ghost of the Goon conspiracy theorists claim that he was in fact wearing underwear, but I'm not gonna dig any deeper, honestly.
What do you think? What do you think?
I'll do a VOD review and I'll see.
Have you been here before?
Yeah. You know what? From what I'm seeing too much sun reflected back at me. I think that he was
Inconclusive.
Oh my God, you just saved my life. Now, Bikini Beans is one of those drive-through coffee places where the baristas are in, you know, bikinis. And this man pulled up and decided he wanted to, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he wanted to crank it. I don't know exactly what the intention was. What I can say is that technically, I don't think it's illegal to be naked in your car.
Right.
Going up to scantily clad women that you know are there and have to serve you in no clothes. Now we're getting into a gray area. That's not a gray area, Ray. You should have pushed back on me on that one. That's not a gray area. Now, the manager ended up posting the video filmed by an employee on social media. And then, unfortunately, shortly after, news spread that Nautica Malone had tragically passed away. The internet then used this incident to make a joke out of it, and some attempted to squeeze out as much clout as they could from the situation. They ended up naming his black Dodge Challenger the Goonmobile, merging the Goon mythology with the Batmobile. The car became an ironic urban legend. And now we move on to the Goon Rule. This was in January 2025. An Instagram post inviting all Gooners and Goonettes to bring candles and flowers to a candlelight vigil got 6.5 million views and 131,000 likes in a single day. People actually showed up and live streamed it on YouTube. Someone decided to mark the 1-year anniversary of the whole thing because they needed more views. In April of 2026, the Gooniversary. Andrew Callaghan's Channel 5 released a 24-minute documentary called The Gooniversary. A group of self-described Gooners organized a real anniversary event at the Bikini Beans parking lot. The self-appointed organizer, Trey Sellers, framed it as a men's mental health awareness event, with t-shirt proceeds going to a charity. But then there were the attendees.
You gooned in respect to Nautica? How many times?
Just once today.
To what?
That's disclosed, I'm sorry.
Steph asked uncomfortable questions like whether it was disrespectful to celebrate this, and then like if he was actually a gooner to begin with. The response was not entirely respectful.
Are you here ironically or sincerely?
You know, a little bit of both.
And then at this point, the current term of the word has finally entered gaming, and arguably one of the most recent gooner games, Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is a third-person Overwatch clone that cloned TF2, you know, the OG Gooner game. I mean, look at these mouse pads, baby. Look at that, woo! Now, Rivals was one of Steam's biggest hits of 2025. It started getting called a gooner game by basically the entire gaming community. And honestly, I feel like the accusations are valid. I feel like the devs knew what they were doing. But it stemmed even further than the devs. Then the modders just had another crack at it. The 19-inch Venom mod had over 72,000 downloads.
And 55,000 of them are unique. That means some people got them twice, dude.
The backlash got so loud that the creative director was publicly forced to address it in an interview.
How do you guys respond to people calling Marvel Rivals a gooner game?
因为我们的设计就相当于
Inspired by comic books?
He shifted the blame, bro. He said that, well, the comics were gooner games. We're just making the skins from the comics.
It says it in the scriptures. It says it right there.
God told me to do it.
I went on a hill one day and I came back with a tablet full of titties. I can have 7 wives now.
I saw them. I saw them in the clouds. It was written to me. And then even in February, the song "I Came to Goon" by Don Toliver.
That's not the song name, but
No, it was a new audio trend that took off in early 2026 in February, and was built around the misheard lyrics of Don Toliver's "Too Many Nights."
Came to Goon 14.
How you feel about them changing the lyrics to your song to I Came to Goon? Have you seen that meme?
I love that.
You love that?
I love that.
He loves it, bro. He loves it.
Trying to win.
I beat about a house.
Peanut butter house.
How is that the same guy though? That looks complete.
It's a shapeshifter.
He is a shapeshifter, bro.
Too many nights, man. This is what Too Many Nights does to a guy.
I'm assuming that's a reference.
That's what the song's called.
Oh. Now we're going to get a little serious about the side effects of becoming a D1 gooner. If you goon for long enough, your willy stops working. You see, when you watch this stuff, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical. It's normal. It's how reward systems work. But when you're gooning, we're talking multi-hour sessions, going for as long as possible. And every session is just crazier and crazier. You're absolutely hammering your brain with dopamine. And the brain, being the adaptive organ it is, it compensates. It's like, give me more. I can take it. It starts dumbing down the dopamine receptors. It starts making them more numb. More. It's like a man in war. Yeah! Testosterone! And because you've been blasting it so loud for so long, it's trying to protect itself. The normal stimulation, that kind of stuff that would work for literally any other fella, doesn't work for you anymore. Your brain has recalibrated its baseline to the absolute maximum intensity level. And real life cannot compete with that. All those hours, all those efforts, all of those terabytes in the drain. All the backup prints of Megan Fox and the leaderboard prizes you broke your penor. It's like Ronnie Coleman. This was him at his peak, bro. Look at this dude at his peak. This is some of those fellas in that subreddit. Now, if you're watching this and you've actually felt the repercussions of flying too close to the sun, thankfully there's a recovery process. You can join subreddit communities like r/nofap or I'm not gonna read that one. It can take months, sometimes over a year, but the brain slowly can rebuild its sensitivity. You can't just take a week off and reset. The neuron pathways have been weathered so deep, you're like, what? Why did I write this? The neuron pathways have been weathered so deep, your Diddy neurons are basically the Grand Canyon. And now on to my favorite part, the subgenres of gooning. The flicker goon. Flicker gooning is gooning at an extremely high speed, faster and more intense. I can goon for 8 hours straight. I can flicker goon for 7 seconds. How intense does it have to be? And it was a perfect storm to use Baki images because they're genuinely crazy and unhinged. And then I'm coming up with a new one right now. It's called the Gooning Goon. Yeah, you make the most twisted face you can. And now we're getting into the regional variants. So we got the Aztec Flicker Goon. It's said to be created by the Aztecs around 1300. And then we got the Jamaican Flicker Goon. This involves a 68-day edging cycle where gooning more than 3 times on the 69th day summons the Bombaclat dog. Now we're getting extremely niche. And then the next one is the Dagestani Flicker Goon.
Send him 3-year Dagestan. He can flicker goon 7 seconds, brother.
And it's a parody involving a MMA fighter.
Islam Makhachev.
And then finally, arguably, the final form, the Astral Flicker Goon, described as a primordial gooning technique where after enough time, the gooner receives transcension and ascends to the astral realm with their, and I'm quoting here, life seed traversing a plane of non-existence to impregnate a woman in Bulgaria or Burkina Faso at a 50-50 chance.
Why is it those two?
It's in Agartha level lore. That's what I can say.
No, it's either Africa or the Balkans.
Now, this entry traces its origins to the Great Viaduct Ball Dipping Predicament of March 19th, 3. of 3 BC. 3 years before Christ. Great Viaduct. And then we got jester gooning, and it's a combination of jester maxing, is like acting like a fool for attention, being an obsessive person, I guess. There has been a major development in the gooning lore after we recorded this, and I just needed to add it into the video. So Fortnite did a collab with Overwatch, adding Tracer and D.Va to the game, and it sparked major controversy. Some people on Twitter are just grateful that Fortnite is adding some of the most prolific internet stars to the game. I can't believe Fortnite is adding corn stars to their game now. Oh, I forgot about Mercy. I forgot Mercy was there. What's wrong with me, bro? Fortnite Peter Griffin with, oh dude, we cannot show these girls. This tweet has almost 100, I'm one of them, all right? A Twitter user confirmed that Tracer's skin has a bigger ass than Chun-Li's. No. It's also very telling that the 2 major games that I owe my entire YouTube career for are Overwatch and Fortnite. So I think I am by far the most qualified to talk about this. Use code RIFTING Fortnite item shop, by the way. I mean, hashtag goon, hashtag partner. On to the next segment, guys. Shout out to Australians. They have a thing called the goon bag, where it's basically a cheap wine that comes in a box. After they drink it and get very drunk, they will blow up the bag and sleep on it like a pillow. The best engineers are the drunk ones in Australia. So where does that leave us? We started in the 1800s with a word for simpleton. It became a hired thug and then a hockey enforcer, a Reddit subculture, a meme, a vigil, and then the astral plane. It's gone metaphysical. Once a word hits the internet, it doesn't belong to the dictionary anymore. It belongs to the people, and the people will forge gooning into their own image. Language is alive, it mutates, it evolves. Sometimes it evolves into something beautiful. Sometimes it evolves into a 68-day edging cycle that summons a mystical Jamaican dog. And if you enjoyed this video and would like to watch more, tap here.
Your smile.